Good morning, students. I am Bakya. I am the new teacher of in social class appointed by the school management. First of all, I thank to the management, school management. At the same time, I wish you all the best for your studies in this nice occasion. We are going to discuss about unit second from trade to territory. Okay, from trade to territory. The learning objectives first we have to understand by studying this subject. What are the importance we are going to understand? Okay, to know the rise of the political power of English East India Company, to know the events and impact of Battle of Plassey and Bakshar, to know the Carnatic Wars and Mysore Wars, to know the Anglo-Marathas Wars, to understand the growth of colonial army and civilian administration, to understand the principles of subsidiary alliance and doctrine of lapse. So these details we are going to understand. So students, sincerely you have to listen. Okay, this is the first time to meet through online you. So you have to show your sincerity, 100% cooperation. If you give only, I also can teach well according to your wish. Okay. So first of all, I told what's the meaning of trade. Trade means exchanges of goods and services. I told territory, an area of land. This both reasons is very essential in 15th century because the foreigners they fought battle wars because of these two words. Territories, sometimes the trade. Okay, that's why we also study about the history because of these two words. The people they exploited the resources for all the countries which the people armies, that means British, French, Portuguese, they shown the political power to capture the places, territories, and the same times they exploited the wealth from Asian countries. Okay, particularly our Indian countries very popularist. Okay, students, the introduction we have to see. In the 15th century, they started to find out the geographical discoveries. The geographical discoveries. Okay, through the land and sea route only they chose because they have to reach. Before reaching, they understood in which country these types of wealth. That means in India, spices is a very good wealth that period. They understood about our country's wealth. Therefore, they started to travel from their countries and through the sea route and land routes. But that situation, that periods, they didn't invention of any transport facilities, air transport, example, and marine transport also. Therefore, they started to find. They are the first fundamental to find out these types of the transports. Today we are traveling without any difficulties because of they are given the foundation for this development. Okay. So students, in 1498, Vasco da Gama discovered a new sea route from Europe to India. He was the first person traveled through sea route Europe to India. That point you must keep in your mind. Okay, because students every points we cannot say. So what are the importance when I say you have to note it. Okay, and this Vasco da Gama he traveled through Atlantic Ocean July 1497. That you have write in your notes. July 1497 he traveled The first place he reached in India, Calicut on the Malabar coast. So that also important point. The main aim was maximize profit through trade and to establish the political supremacy. That's important point. Why they traveled? Why they want these difficulties to come here? Because of this profit, wealth. They need wealth, so they traveled. They came to India, and they have to establish the political power. They have to capture the territories, land. So these two aims essential. Why these foreigners came here? Vasco da Gama also, why he came here for these two aims: maximization of profit and capture the territories place. So the East India Company got power after conquest of Bengal. The East India Company is a British company. Okay, they also started to make war here. So they captured many places here. Maximum 200 centuries they ruled in India. They stepped and ruled. And this East India Company only got first political power. This company aim was territorial and commercial expansions. That is the main. The British also they thought about the political power to establish to India. At the same times they have to expand their commercial activities, business activities. They have to take all the wealth to their country. That is the main. Okay. And establishment of political power by the English East India Company. In which way? So when they start to establish, hereafter only the Battle of Plassey, Battle of Bakshar, these types of the two battles happened. Okay. Now we are going to see the establishment of political power by the English East India Company. First, the Battle of Plassey. Which way this Plassey happened? The Battle of Plassey 1757, 1757, important point. Okay, one word question. After Alivardi Khan is gained and Nawab of Bengal, Siraj-ud-Dowlah became leader of Bengal. Is the first person started to like Battle of Plassey we are going to start. So after the Alivardi Khan, the Siraj-ud-Dowlah became leader of Bengal, but British understood the new Nawab's weakness. Okay, new Nawab means the people they don't know the face and the power of king is the new person. So Siraj-ud-Dowlah became leader of Bengal, but the Bengal's people and the British they understood his weakness because of unpopularized power, unpopularity power by this Siraj-ud-Dowlah. So in this situation, Siraj-ud-Dowlah also understood the British mind, which way they are thinking about Siraj-ud-Dowlah. So the Siraj-ud-Dowlah thought to show his power in front of the British. So by attacking, he captured Calcutta and their factory at Kazim Bazar. Okay, in the Kazim Bazar, they Mr. Siraj-ud-Dowlah captured the British place and Calcutta and their factory. On 20th June, the Fort William surrendered, but Robert Clive recovered Calcutta. So that is the 2 points you have right here, the important point. Okay, 1756, 20th June 1756, the Fort William surrendered, but Robert Clive recovered Calcutta. That point you have to understand. Okay. After that, they made one treaty, the 9th February 1757. The Allinger was signed. Then after we say the Battle of Plassey took place between the British East India Company and Nawab of Bengal and his French allies on 23 June 1757. That also you have to mark in your book or else write in the notes. After Siraj-ud-Dowlah defeated by Robert Clive, and this was the essential reason for British ruled next 2 centuries. This is the fundamental steps. After that, the British started to rule 2 centuries. Okay, that is the important point, students. Next one is Battle of Bakshar, 1764. 1764. After the Battle of Plassey in 1757, that we are going to see now. So after the Battle of Plassey in 1757, British made free trade without any tax. They made the trade. They received 24 parganas in Bengal. Okay, parganas means places. 1757 to 760, Mir Jafar was Nawab of Bengal. That point also you have to underline. He wasn't a powerful king. After his son-in-law Mir Qasim ceded Burdwan and Midnapur and Chittagong. These places handed to British. He shifted his capital from Murshidabad to Mangur after he misunderstood with British. After that, he escaped to Oudh with Shuja-ud-Dowlah and Shah Alam. The battle on October 2002, 22nd, 1764. The battle on October 22, 1764, that also you underline and keep it. The Buxar located on the banks of the Ganges river 130 kilometers west of Patna. This war between the General Hector Munro and Shuja-ud-Dowlah, Shah Alam and Mir Qasim. These points are very important in the Battle of Buxar. Okay, in which year happened, how many kings they participated, that everything you have to study. Okay, finally the Mir Qasim were defeated by General Hector Munro. Okay, after Mir Jafar was again placed on the throne. Okay, students, and other points I have to say. Students, afterwards, Mir Jafar was again placed on the throne. On Mir Jafar's death, his son Nizam-ud-Dowlah was placed on the throne and signed Allahabad Treaty on 20th February 1765. That also you underline and keep it. Next, which the Nawab had to disband most of his army and administer Bengal through the deputy subject nominated by the company. Robert Clive concluded 2 separate treaties with Shuja-ud-Dowlah and Shah Alam II, and dual system of government started in Bengal. So here they made one treaty, that means British and Nawab of that Shuja-ud-Dowlah, Shah Alam, and these both kings and British, they are making one treaty. The treaty indicates this. What is that? The Treaty of 20th February 1765. So here the part of the areas they ruled started to rule by British, and the kings Sujaudaula and Shah Alam. Okay, so that is also very important. Students, the next topic is Carnatic Wars. The three Carnatic Wars between the British and Frenchists is very important, students. The Carnatic War between these two, British and French. So the three wars they made. So one by one we are going to understand why this British and French they made war in India. So in Indian kings they participated. Why the British participated this war? Why French participated? These details we are going to understand. Okay. So this war 1746 to 1763 and 1749 second Carnatic Wars and 754. Third Carnatic Wars 1756 to 1763. So first Carnatic Wars 1746 to 48. Okay. The outbreak of the Austrian War of Succession in Europe. In Europe already in this period they made war between this French and British, those who are going to throne. That is the competition. Okay, this competition is occurred war in India also. The English and French, the echo of this war was felt in India. That is the reason. The Austrian succession. Okay, so here the Battle of Adair 1746. This is bank of river. So in this place this battle happened. So which countries they participated, what happened, like that we are going to understand. The first Carnatic War indicates the Battle of Adair. The place Adair, bank of river, the participated French army and Anwaruddin. Okay, French and Anwaruddin is same, one group, and French and Anwaruddin, between these two persons they made war here. In this place Anwaruddin asked help from the British, therefore British also entered to this war. Okay, so why the British involved? Because of this, he expected support Anwaruddin La from British, therefore the British also involved. So the French army captain Paradise, our Indian army captain Mufazzar Khan. Okay, Mufazzar Khan and Paradise. Finally the Paradise defeated Mufazzar Khan and French got success from this war. That is the brief information about this first Carnatic War. Okay. Next students, the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle 1748. After end of the Austrian War of Succession, the Madras is a place of Carnatic. So it was returned back to the English, that is the French they handed to British. Instead of this, British handed the territories in North America instead of this. So that treaty they made. So that is the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle 1748. Okay. Students, the next war, second Carnatic War 1749 to 54. The main cause issue of those who going to throne succession in Carnatic and Hyderabad. The Carnatic claimants Anwaruddin Khan and Chanda Sahib. Okay, they are these two persons they supported by French. And throne of Hyderabad claimants Nasir Jung and Muzaffar Jung, but the British supported to other claimants. Okay, that is important. So this second Carnatic War includes Battle of Ambur 1749. Okay, in this place this battle happened. So the group Duplex and Chanda Sahib Muzafar Jung. Duplex, Chanda Sahib Muzafar Jung defeated and killed Anwaruddin Khan. The son of Anwaruddin Khan, they escaped to Tirchi, Tiruchirappalli. We are saying Tiruchirappalli. He escaped, and Chanda Sahib became Nawab of Carnatic. Okay, then after the Chanda Sahib rewarded the French because of he succeeded because of the French support. Therefore, in this place he also Nawab of Carnatic. Therefore, he rewarded to the French 80 villages around Pondicherry. These places everything is handed to French. Okay. So next one is Battle of Arcot. Duplex sent forces to Trichy, where the Muhammad Ali taken shelter. The Chanda Sahib also joined with French. But this message, the Robert Clive got it. After that, by permission of British governor, 200 English and 300 Indian soldiers he sent to Arcot. Finally, the Robert Clive captured the Arcot place. The Robert Clive defeated the French at Arni and Kaveri Pak, the assistance of Major General Lawrence. Okay, this is the important point of Battle of Arcot. Next students, Treaty of Pondicherry. The French defeated by British, therefore the Duplex recalled by French government. After that they nominated new leader. The next leader, Godejo, who agreed the Treaty of Pondicherry. Okay, they made one treaty between the British and Godejo. So British and Godejo made the treaty about discontinue of war. Okay, and the important three messages included the treaty. One is both the powers agreed to interfere in the internal affairs. Another one is they were retain their old position. Another one, new forts shouldn't be built. According to these three conditions they made the Treaty of Pondicherry 1755. So both groups accepted by and signed this treaty. So this is Treaty of Pondicherry.